Good evening, everyone, and I'm here to talk about pit bulls, the real truth. I know it's kind of late, and I apologize for that. Basically, what I'm going to talk about this evening is I'm going to show how pit bulls are a misunderstood breed. I'd like the audience to know how pit bulls were originally bred, and what they were bred for, and what they evolved into, and the bad press that they've gotten over the years. Pit bulls are the most misunderstood breed in the world. I believe by sharing how they were bred and their original origin, I'll show how they can truly be man's best friend if handled properly. The mentions of pit bulls usually bring some sort of response. People typically either react they give a very strong reaction, whether it be scared, whether it be angry, whether it be upset. They typically get they have very strong feelings about the breed. Pit bulls, as most people don't know, were actually bred to be nanny dogs. They were actually bred to be dogs that took care of settlers' children. They actually guarded their homes. They protected them against Indian attacks. They actually protected them against animals coming onto their property back in the settler days. They were also herding and working dogs. They were actually bred to herd cattle, to also herd sheep and other types of farm animals as well. And they were also used to hunt large animals such as bears, wolves, cougars, and things of that nature. Pit bulls are actually according to the websites that I looked up, such as the ukdogs.com, pit bulls are actually docile to humans. They actually are very, very friendly. As they've evolved over the years, they typically are not used for watchdogs, just because of the fact that a lot of times they're going to lick you to death. Or at least that's the case in my dog. As you can see in the slide number 2, June is with Julie, and they seem to be getting along very well. Also, as far as slide number 3 goes, the big problem with dogs is their owners. A lot of times they're uneducated, vicious dog owners, otherwise Rottweilers, Dobermans, dogs of that nature, i.e. vicious dog owners. They actually are prone to more criminal activity. And what I mean by that is for whatever reason, these people tend to have a tendency to buy these dogs. They're not educated as far as how to take care of the dogs, how to properly train the dogs, and they don't really care. So typically the dogs that do cause problems are owned by people that are probably not going to do the right thing with the dog to begin with. The dogs are poorly trained. They're not correctly trained as far as how to sit, how to stay, how to do the things that most people train their dogs to do, and otherwise they're tied up, they're put outside, they're not taken care of properly. The owners are poorly educated on how to do this with the dog. I can speak for myself. As far as my dog is concerned, my wife and I did do some research. We did look up on how to train her. We look up how to take care of her, how to do the proper things with her, so we wouldn't have any problems with her. The other problem is the breeding of the dogs. A lot of times the people that breed these dogs don't take the proper care to breed them correctly, to make sure that they're bred correctly as far as the type of other dog that's used. So what happens is you get a dog that's not mentally sound, and that's where the other issue lies. And honestly, I'm not just a speaker, I'm an owner. I mean, as far as my dog is concerned, she's looking out for us. But I can tell you this, I've owned her for almost 4 years. She's been a great family pet. She's very well trained. She does exactly what she's told. I had her spay very young. I had her spay at about 3 months old, which is what is recommended by most vets. I can tell you that that's a big thing as well, is that you want to make sure that your dog is spay at the proper time. If that hormone gets into their blood, then you'll have a very hard time keeping them in and around your home. Pit bulls are known for jumping. They're known for digging. They're known for being work dogs, as I spoke earlier in the speech. So they definitely need to be spay or neutered very young. It also reduces the amount of aggression that's in the dog. Socialization is very, very key as well, to have a balanced dog. Obviously, when they're socialized, they're balanced. As you can see in the slide, June's very balanced. In this particular slide, she's extremely balanced. But you have to have them socialized. You have to get them socialized with other dogs, with other people. You have to take care and consideration when other people come to your home that they're aware of what type of dog that you have. You let them know up front. You tell them very succinctly, I own a pit bull. If you're okay with that, then we'll take the care and the consideration when you come over. I do say that June was not raised around small children, so I don't let small children around her. We take the care and the consideration as owners of a pit bull. We know what type of breed of dog we have. And as far as I'm concerned, any breed of dog, if you have a dog that could be aggressive or could be a problem, if they've not been around small children, then you should take the care to make sure they're put away and put up properly so that the child is not in danger. To make sure in conclusion that you have a balanced dog, you should do the proper education. And I believe that when you get the proper education and you take care to do the right things, as it's stated in the articles and as in the research that I've done over the years, and being a pit bull owner myself, that when handled properly, the dog can be a good family pet. We've had no issues, no problems. June has been a wonderful family pet, and as far as I'm concerned, I think the dogs get a bad rap over the years. If handled properly and done correctly, they're an awesome dog. Well, that's my informative speech about pit bulls this evening. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please forward them to me or put them in your critique. Thank you very much for your time, and you all have a blessed evening.